All right, now we're doing 7Q, help Suzuki count his vegetables. This is by user 8476848, and 87% of people like it. We're going to help Suzuki count his vegetables. Suzuki is the master monk of his monastery, and basically he wants us to return a list of tuples with the count of each vegetable in descending order. If there are any non-vegetables mixed in, we're going to discard them. If the count of two vegetables is the same, we're going to sort in reverse alphabetical order. All right, so basically for this one, we're going to start off by declaring some initial values, or excuse me, some variables. We're going to say let result equal a empty array, and that's for these tuples right here, which is basically an array inside of these little arrays with like the count and the thing inside of this big array. And so this big array right here. Now we're going to say count as well. And with this one, we're going to say string, and then on this next line, we're going to say dot match, and we're going to use the match method on this to match. We're going to pretty much match anything on this list and put it into an array. So we're going to leave chopsticks out, but everything else we're going to put in there. And we're going to use that by the match method, which retrieves the result of matching a string against a regular expression. Basically, you just put something dot match, and then in there some regex. And the regex we're going to use is we're going to be using this OR operator. This page doesn't work anymore for the ranges, but if you put X, whatever, like let's put carrots here, and then this little whatever, the OR operator, and then carrots or celery, whatever, and we're just going to do that all the way through. And we're also going to be using this global search flag right here. So let's set that up right here. We're going to say 2 slashes here. We're going to have the global search here, and then we're going to take this whole list, and just give me a second while I do this. All right, now we got that done. We're going to say dot reduce, and we're going to use this reduce method to count them up and put them in an array with the counts in it. All right, and let me show you what specifically we're going to do. If you don't know about the reduce method, it executes a user-supplied reducer callback function on each element of the array in order, passing in the return value from the calculation on the preceding element. The final result of running the reducer across all elements of the array is a single value. The first time that the callback is run, there is no return value of the previous calculation. So if supplied, an initial value may be used in its place, and we are going to be using an initial value. So for this one, we're going to be using it in a very unique manner. We're going to be doing this counting instances of values in an object. And so like right here, let's imagine these are the vegetables, right? And like it's the list that we made after the match, whatever, of the vegetables. So right here, we'll put like all, and then right here, we'll put vegetables or veg. And then we're going to say all, and then of, what is it? If we're going to have the veg of the all, and then we're going to have this thing here, which is the nullish coalescing operator with an equal sign, which doesn't even work on this thing. So I just wanted to show you that so you knew we weren't going to use it. But instead of this, we're going to say all names, excuse me, all and then veg equals, and then we're going to have it equal this or 0. That's basically the same thing as using this thing. And then we're going to add 1 to it for the plus plus. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So we're going to do this. We're going to say a comma, no, we're not going to do that. We're going to say all veg right here. Then we're going to make an object, and then after that object, we're going to have another object for the initial value, right? So we're going to say all veg right here equals, and then we're going to have in parentheses, we're going to have all veg or 0, because that's pretty much exactly what this means. That's another way of writing that. That actually works on this. And then we're going to say plus 1 instead of the plus plus. And then after that, we're going to return the all. So we're going to say return all. All right, now let's do a console.log on this to see what the count looks like now. Let's test it out. All right, and this is what the count looks like. Looks pretty good to me. All right, so now we've got to put all these into arrays looking like this. So we'll put the what is it? Count at 1 here, or whatever, and then we'll put anyway. Let me show you what we're going to do. So we're going to come down here, and we're going to use a for in statement. This thing right here. And it iterates over all enumerable properties of an object. That's so since it's an object, we can't like do just a regular for loop. You know, we got to do this for in thing. So we're going to say for, and then we're going to say let I in count. All right, and that's going to take care of that. Now we're just going to say result dot push, and inside here. Inside here, we're going to put count at I, all right? Count at the current index or whatever. And then after that, we're going to put comma I, all right? And that's going to put in the name of it. And so we're going to do that, and then we've got that taken care of. So we have to sort it out now. So to do that, we're going to say return result, and then we're going to say dot sort. If you don't know about the sort method, it sorts the elements of an array in place and returns the reference to the same array now sorted. The default sort order is ascending, and it's built upon converting the elements into strings and then comparing their sequences of UTF-16 code unit values. Basically, just saying it does it in that. Have you ever seen the UTF-16 chart? It does it in that order, all right? So that's why 100,000 is in front of 21, which is in front of 30, which is in front of 4, all right? Because UTF-16. So we're going to have to do something about that, right? So we're going to use this arrow function syntax. We're going to say A, B as parameters, an arrow right here, and then an expression. And I'll show you which expression we're going to do. So we're going to say A, B right here, A comma B. And then for the expression, we're going to say B at 0. So we're checking this right here, because let's imagine this is out of order right here. We're going to check B at 0, which is the numbers, and we're going to say minus A at 0. Because if the number is, what is it? If the number is positive, it's going to have the highest number over here, and then all the numbers that are positive go after, are going to go after it. Now, if it was negative, like if it was A minus B, it'd be the smaller number, and then everything, it'd be negative, so the smaller number would be to the left, and everything greater than it would go to the right. And with that being the case, that's just to do it in the numeric order. We also have to do it in the reverse alphabetic per the, you know what I'm saying, per the numerical order. So we're going to say or, and then we're going to use this locale compare method, which returns a number indicating whether a reference string comes before, after, or is the same as the given string in sort order. So after something's already sorted out, we use this to compare it by the UTF-16 again, but another parameter. So we're going to say B at 1 dot locale compare A at 1. All right, so now it's comparing these. All right, and now let's push test. All right, good. Let's attempt it. Awesome. Submit it. All right. I already did this one, so I already very liked it before, but it's pretty much exactly the same as this one. This sort order is different because I guess he did it a different way, or he or she, whoever, did it a different way. What else is different? Like, all these words are different too, but all the variable names, I should say, are different too, but it's pretty much the same thing. Let's go to My Solutions. Just me on this one. Best practice. I did it another way. I guess this is different somehow. I don't know how. But anyway, best practice on this one, and we'll see you next time.